Alright guys, I just hiked up from Liberty Spring campsite. That's part of the AT, this Liberty Spring trail, and from here on the rest of my trip will be on the AT until Garfield. So Mount Lafayette's 3.5, Mount Liberty is that way. I did that yesterday. So we'll go this way. We'll run into Little Haystack first, Lincoln, and then Lafayette, and then ultimately Garfield, where I'm going to hopefully stay at the Garfield Ridge tent site. If not, I'm going to have to drop down and go to 13 Falls. See how I feel. The temperature, I was talking to a dude down there who has some kind of high-tech temperature, a thermometer, altimeter thing, and he said it got down to 41 last night, so that wasn't bad at all. Alright, I'm not sure what it is now. It's not that cold at all. It's windy as hell though. You can see the mist blowing through the trees there. So it's going to be real windy on the summits, but we'll make the best of it. Alright, out. In a little while, guys, when I get up on these summits, I'm probably not going to yap much because the wind's down in here in these saddles. It's windy, so up there it's going to be you're not going to be able to hear me anyway. So I'll when I get to the summits, I'll well, if I can talk, I will, but if not, I'll put some annotations on the video so you know which summit I'm on. All right, cool. Walking along here in on the side of the trail. Check this out. It's a big piece of bone. Not sure what kind. Kind of weird. You can see all. Oh, it stinks. A bunch of bone marrow inside of it. I don't know if you can see down in there. It's full of bone marrow. Not that old. It's a big bone. I mean, that's got to be something from like a moose. There's no deer bone. Very strange. Very strange. Alright. We'll continue on. Alright, you probably can't hear. Sorry. This is a view, not much. Clouds are just whipping by. Anyway, if you can see that peak there, that's Liberty, where I was this morning. Over there. I camped down below the ridge about 3/10 of a mile. Went back up to the ridge and walked along. I'm almost on the summit of Little Haystack. There's actually more of a view here than I thought. It's very cloudy. Again, it's supposed to rain. But yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, it's not like yesterday, but I can see it. Hopefully it lasts a little while. Alright. Ridge, Haystack, towards guys, you probably can't hear me. It's real windy up here. I mean, it's not beautiful. Just making my way ducked out of the wind here behind these rocks. Whew. Alright, just leaving the summit of Lafayette. I ducked down behind some rocks and had some lunch. I was getting weak, needed some food. Now I'm just gonna try to get off this ridge, and the wind is just fierce. It's starting to get a little chilly. Descending Lafayette. It's starting to rain, so I'm going to throw my hood on. I don't know if you can see, you can see way down there. Breaks in the clouds now and then. But at least the wind right here, anyways, isn't as fierce as up top or along the top of the ridge there. I've still got about 3.6 miles to go to get to Garfield, so I'm going to head out. I'm going to make this quick because it's raining. I'm going to go down and follow this ridge. I don't know if you can see Garfield. It's up there. I think I already told you. But it's raining pretty good now, so I'm going to put the camera away. But that's where my goal is. Alright, see ya. Hey guys, sorry about not filming much lately. It's just been raining non-stop since I left Lafayette. It's stopped now for a few minutes, so I figured I'd take the camera out. I'm on the Appalachian Trail, Garfield Ridge, actually the Franconia Notch Trail going to Mount Garfield. I'm still on my way. It's been really steep and wet, really wet. Alright, weather permitting, I'll shoot some footage and take a couple of pictures of the summit of Garfield. Alright. Hey guys, Craig Dweller here. I don't know why you can see me. Well, I mean, it's get up over Garfield and reach the Garfield tent site. Pouring rain. And the wind up here is unbelievable. I just needed to get in my sleeping bag as soon as possible. I was freezing. I was soaking wet from the waist down. My raincoat does great, but from the waist down I was just soaked. I don't wear rain pants. Generally in the summer, you know, they dry out fairly quick, but not up here. I really didn't want to be up here close to the ridge of Garfield, and the wind is just unbelievable. Here, I'll try to show you. I got the pull-outs, all 4 tie-outs on my tarp in effect, just to keep the tarp off the hammock. You probably can't see, I don't know. But yeah, at times it's ferocious. I hope the tarp holds up. I'm sure it will, but if it decides to shred and go away, I'm in trouble. I'm in real trouble. So I just stopped shivering. I've been laying in with my 15-degree bag on top of me for about an hour now, and I'm just now starting to stop shivering. I allowed myself to get too wet too long in the day, and in fact, tying up the tarp, I was starting to lose dexterity in my fingers. I was shivering so much. The hammock went up easy. That's breeze, but the tarp was a problem with the small guy lines I used. My fingers I was having trouble, and I don't have end panels on my tarp, which I may look into, because there's times when the friggin' wind howls right up through here. It really knocks the temperature down. The caretaker, there is room in the shelter here, but I didn't want to do that. I thought of it, but he does a daily weather report, and tonight's supposed to get down in the 20s with a wind chill of 10 to 15, which isn't good, and it's supposed to rain. It's supposed to mix with snow by the morning, if not all snow. So bit off a little more than I can chew this time, guys, but I just want to get through the night, pack up my stuff, and head out of here in the morning. I got about 9 miles to go to get out of here, so that's my goal. My pants are soaked, so I either put those on wet in the morning or just wear my long. I've got some polypropylene long underwear on now. I may just wear them out of the woods. I'm not really up here for a fashion show, so I may give that a shot. I don't really care. I just want to get out of here. Alright, guys. I'll talk to you in the morning. I don't know if you can see me now, maybe a little better. I'm using one of my fleeces for a hat. My hat I stuck in the bottom of my pack, and I wrung the water out of it. It got soaked. I don't usually wear a pack cover. Because I put all my down undercoat, my down bag, in some Cedar Summit event dry bags, compression bags, in my clothes. But I didn't put the hat in there. I may start using a pack cover. I don't know. I tried one in the past, and it didn't really keep my pack dry, the contents, so I gave up on it. But I might give it another shot, because my pack is dripping wet. In fact, one of my clothes bag, I picked up some cheap outdoor products dry bags from Walmart. They come in a package of 3. There's like a 1 liter, 2 liter, 3 liter, something like that. Well, the bigger one I put my clothes in. And I gotta say, for $10 you can buy all 3. And it was soaked in my pack, but my clothes are dry, so they do kind of work. Got to give them credit for that. All right. It's only about 6:30, quarter to 7 right now. It's gonna be a long night, but like I said, I'm gonna get out of here in the morning and hike on out to the truck and drive home. I'll talk to you guys in the morning. Hammock's kind of swaying in the wind. The 2 trees that I've attached to are moving. It's not a good feeling. Anyway. Hey guys. Well, I packed up and got out of there as soon as I could. Probably something wrong with my camera. I can see some weird shit on it. It got wet. The case I got for it's not waterproof. So I took it out of the case and put it in the hammock with me last night, but I think it got wet, so I'm not sure if this is going to come out. Maybe it'll dry out somehow. But I just got down off of Garfield Ridge to Franconia Brook Trail, and we'll see. That'll head me back to Lincoln Brook, where the truck is. Lincoln Brook Trailhead. So I will see you guys along the way if the camera works. It got real windy last night. It was like I was afraid it was gonna shred my tarp, to be honest with you. Real windy. But it didn't, and I was warm. Really pushed the limits of that 40-degree hammock gear undercloak though. It got down, one guy said it got down to 20, maybe 15 with the wind chill. So yeah, my back was a little cool, but I was able to sleep. The wind kept me up, flapping the top around, but anyway. Alright, so, and it was actually ice on the tent platform, so I got out and slipped right away. So that was fun. So I'm going to hike out of here, guys, and everything I have is soaked. So I'm just going to hike on out of here and hit the road. I'll see you along the way. Again, I'm not sure how good this is going to come out. The camera's all fogged up. Well, at least it stopped raining. It stopped raining about, I want to say 3 in the morning. The wind stayed though. It's not as windy down here in the woods. It's great. Wow. I don't know if this is going to come out. But anyway, I feel pretty good. I learned a lot on this trip about, especially hiking in the rain. Some things I will do and won't do next time. But that's why we do this, folks, right? To learn. Alright, I'm going to hit the trail. Been here before. This is 13 Falls. I just got onto the Franconia Brook Trail on the home stretch. Well, I'm on the Franconia Brook Trail heading out. Should be at the trailhead pretty soon. It's like 4 more miles, maybe a little more. But yeah, that'll wrap up this loop hike. It's called the Pemigewasset Loop up here. A little over 25 miles, 2-nighter. Got the summit, 4 more 4,000 footers. You can check those off my list. And learned a lot. So I'm going to head back. It's probably the last video I'll do unless I come across a moose or a bear or something else. Kind of boring. The hike out of here anyway on this particular trail is kind of boring anyway. And then I'm going to hit Lincoln on the way home. That's town. And get something to eat. Probably a burger as usual. Right now I'm craving anything. I didn't eat dinner last night. I was so wet and cold. The only thing I could think of was getting in my sleeping bag and getting warm. I was shivering. It's kind of scary. Live and learn. But anyway, I didn't eat. And I didn't eat anything yet today, which is kind of stupid, but I just don't want to take the time to boil some water and eat. Ate all my snacks yesterday. Like I said, live and learn. So, I just want to get out of here. But, as usual, thanks for coming along. Thanks for your support and interest. I really like doing these videos. It's a lot of fun. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care.